So my clip today is about the chemo port. What the hell is a chemo port? Anyway, a chemo port is a little, I wouldn't call it an apparatus, it sounds too big. Is a little device that they've developed that lyk soos 'n doppie en binne in die doppie is 'n rubber. So the little rubber piece and the little device have got a long tube, and the tube then eventually gets planted under your skin, and the little tubing goes into a vein. So there are pluses and minuses. So now I'm wondering, why am I speaking English? Hoekom gaan ek Afrikaans? Anyways, I figured out for myself, I am Afrikaans, for the people that don't know. And then people say to me, oh, maar jy praat sulke mooi Engels. But no, it's hard work to speak English, because if you think in English, if you dream in English, in Afrikaans, then you've got to translate everything. And so lots of my personality goes away. I feel like, oh, I'm not the same person. Maybe you can't see it. I feel it. Anyway, so I'm doing a bilingual video today on the pros and the cons of the port. So my personal experience, remember all of this is personal. Would I advise it? I would. Ja, vir die port. Hoekom? Weet jy wat? Het is vinniger, jy voel het nie. The administration of chemotherapy through your vein can be tedious. Some patients, their veins become hard. Sometimes it takes forever to find a vein. Sometimes when they put the needle into the vein blows up, so it falls flat. You can't administer it, you've got to find another vein. Often you'll see people in the chemo rooms with a hot bean bag on the arm to warm up the vein so that they can stand out, so that we can get the needle in. Some patients can take up to an hour just to find a vein. So if your medical aid pays for it, guys, girls, do it. You are going to be fine. I think the only no on a chemo device, port, is that you're going to not have it taken out immediately after your chemotherapy stops. They leave it in for a year or so. I suppose I just want to make sure that you are in remission. You don't need to go on anything else, because then I've got to reinsert it, and it's a whole new medical aid thing, and etc. etc. So they keep it in. Then the only nadeel is elke 3 maande moet jy gaan en moet jy laat flush. So hulle maak dan seker die tubingkie is oop, hy het nie 'n bloedklont in nie, hy is nie gestol nie. So dis die enigste nadeel daarvan, is dat jy moet dit gereeld laat flush. En dan die ander nadeel is dat ek agtergekom, sê nou maar ek bestuur. Die port sit nou hier. So for you who don't know what a port look like, here's a little bump. You can't really see it. It's a little bump. The little bump is now where they insert the needle. The needle goes in, and the only thing you feel is a prick. It's like a finger prick when you go for blood tests. It's very similar. You don't feel anything running into the little tube into your vein. That's painless. You don't know about it. Just very convenient, and I suppose less dramatic when you struggle to get a vein. You know, can you imagine sitting there? So you will, the only uncomfortable thing is now obviously the bump, and on compression you can feel it. So the seat belt compressed, you feel it. If you lie on your side too much with your arm, you feel it. If you lie on your tummy, you feel it. If people hug you too hard, believe it or not, if you hug me too hard, I can, feels like you want to pop my chemo port. So that's basically the story on the chemo port. If you can, have it. It's not that bad. It's far easier to administer. It's less of a, I think it's less emotional and less trauma. English. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I'll chat to you soon.